Hey family, welcome back to my channel. It's Patricia, and today I thought I would go ahead and do a two-part video. Grab a snack. It's gonna be a little lengthy, but I wanted to talk about things that are coming on Tuesday with Scentsy, and I was getting so many DMs and requests and comments about the specifics of vacation. Since your girl wasn't talking a lot in the video that she shared, I thought I would go ahead and give y'all the real tea on the vacation, on the ins and outs and the non-Instagram stuff. So if you want to hear that, stick around. We're going to start first with Scentsy. So the first thing that is dropping is Wally. Now, I don't have small children anymore. My child is about to be 19 in a hot second. So I've seen the movie, but not seen the movie, just seen the little bits and pieces of it. So it says, new warmer, buddy, and fragrance inspired by Disney and Pixar's Wall-E, starting between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesday, July 19th. The queuing system will be in place. So it says, our new Disney and Pixar's Wall-E Scentsy Warmer comes with a free Scentsy Bar in our exclusive Wall-E classified fragrance, featuring botanical notes of crisp apple, watery cucumber, and dewy greens. Scentsy know they love some cucumber and dewy greens, right? And some apple. I'm wondering if this is gonna smell like something else. I know it's not, but it just, that description just sounds so familiar to me. Anyway, it's also hand painted with replica-like detail and features a new wax dish shaped like one of Wall-E's garbage squares. I have no idea what this means. And each side is unique. So it says, the Eve Scentsy Buddy captures this courageous character's fierce charm and has a shiny robot-like finish that's easy to wipe clean. That's important. Each buddy comes with a pre-selected scent pack in our Wall-E classified fragrance, which is also available to purchase as a Scentsy Bar. Please note that this buddy does not stand upright on its own. Remember that. So it says, here are the products that will be available for purchase beginning July 19th. So you have the Disney and Pixar's Wall-E Scentsy Warmer plus free Wall-E classified Scentsy Bar. That will be $80. The Eve Scentsy Buddy and Wall-E classified scent pack will be $40. The Wall-E classified scent pack by itself will be $7.50, and the Wall-E classified Scentsy Bar will be $6.50. And as always, you can add this to your Scentsy Club within 30 days after launch, or as long as the fragrance is available beyond that date. So here are the pictures of Wall-E. That is the scent pack. And look at the little boot inside of the glass dish. Once again, I have not watched this movie. I have no idea what this means symbolically, but I'm here for it anyway. If you guys have small children and you know, feel free to hook your girl up with the info, because I didn't even look it up to figure out the whole significance of the boot, but I'm assuming it has to do with construction. There's the bar. Once again, check that out. The warmer and the dish. How cute is that? The bar. Love the jacket on the bar. And once again, the buddy. Look at him. He's so cute. Love it. So there is the pictures, and now we're going to move on to what else is dropping on Tuesday. Once again, I'm just going to put it out there. Your girl knows nothing about this. I don't have no small children, but that don't mean we can't celebrate and talk about what else is dropping. I am about to mispronounce this. I am sorry in advance. Here we go. So, hey, joins our Disney Moana collection. I'm assuming it's hey hey, hi hi, hee hee. I'm assuming it's hey hey. Please, like I said, correct your girl if I am wrong. I am personally not trying to offend anybody. I just don't know. I've never seen this movie, so I don't know the correct pronunciation. Please correct your girl below. I will not be mad, and please don't be mad at me because I do not know the correct pronunciation. So please spell it phonetically, you know, for me so I know. I'm assuming it's hey hey, but I don't know. Anyway, it says starting between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesday, July 19th. It is new and returning Disney Moana products. So it says another voyage is about to begin. Our Disney Moana collection is back and now features both of her lovable sidekicks. So, hey, hey, has been one of the most requested characters since we launched our Moana products. So we're excited to offer the Scentsy Buddy along with the ever popular Pua Scentsy Buddy. Both buddies come with a scent pack in our Moana Spirit of Montanu fragrance, which is watery melon, pineapple, plumeria, depict a lush island paradise rich with tradition. So those are the notes for that. I don't remember. I know I probably bought this bar before, but I do not remember what it smells like. I'm gonna have to pick it up again, y'all. So it says here are the purchasing options. So it is the new Disney hey hey Scentsy Buddy plus Moana Spirit of Montanu scent pack for $40. Or you can get the Disney Pua Scentsy Buddy and Moana Spirit of Montanu scent pack for $40. You can also get the Moana, excuse me, let me blow this up so I can read it better. You can get the Moana Spirit of Montanu scent pack for $7.50. Or the Moana Spirit of Montanu Scentsy Bar for $6.50. If I am mispronouncing Montanu, let your girl know. This is what it looks like. I think I'm saying that correct, but please correct me below if I am wrong. Once again, along with this collection, you can add the Scentsy Bar to your Scentsy Club within 30 days of launch or as long as it is available. Okay, y'all, tea time. Grab your cup, grab your sugar, your cream. If you like your tea with a little cream, get your little spoon, stir it around in a circle, and let's go. So I have, you know, some notes here. I was getting, let me sit back and relax. I was getting people, you know, reaching out to me with specific questions on vacation. So I was like, you know what? I didn't really talk about vacation. I talked ad nauseum about going on vacation. And then, you know, I tried to post every single day pictures and like little snippets of videos and stuff just to let you guys know what was going on and let you see everything. And then at the end, I was like, oh, I need to put together a little video just to show some things that I didn't show. So that's what I did. Looking back, it should have been a way longer video than it was, but you live and learn. Okay, so let's just start at the top. Why Panama? My friends who are my extended fam are from Panama. So there are three sisters, and they went back home for a wedding. So they went the week prior, and the rest of the family, the husbands, kids, and us came the following week. So they were there 2 weeks, and everybody else did 1 week. So that was why Panama. It was my very first international trip. When I tell you my nerves was bad leading up to this trip, my nerves was bad. I was so paranoid. You know, the passports were up to date, all of that, but I know that everything has to be precise. So names have to be correct, middle names, all that, everything has to match from, you know, tickets and passports and health affidavits. Yeah, we had to do one of those. Everything has to match. I was so, what is the word, OCD about it. And I'm not even an OCD person, but I knew everything needed to match to the precise letter. I was like worrying myself to death. Then, like I said, we had to do a health affidavit, COVID. So the health affidavit, which I'm not sure if it was Panama specific or if this is just international travel, period. If y'all know, comment below. They needed to know where we were going, how long we were going to be there, like specifically where we were staying at, how long we were going to be there, business or pleasure, which I mean is a common question, but COVID testing information. There was like this thing that you had to fill out that generated, well, that was a health affidavit that generated this QR code that you were going to have to show when you got to the airport. It was like a whole thing. Where we were staying at, it wasn't like, you know, Atlanta, Georgia on 234 Peachtree Street. It didn't have a physical address like that, so now I'm freaking out because I don't know what to put on this affidavit. My friends, you know, the organizer of the trip is already in Panama, so I'm like texting her like a mad woman, like, where's this place at? What am I supposed to put for this? What am I supposed to put for that? It was like a whole entire thing. One of the other sisters was like, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I was not good until I actually checked in at the airport. That's when I sat back and was kind of like, I could exhale because I knew I was actually going on the trip. I'm telling you, before that, I'm still thinking something's not gonna match. I'm not gonna be able to make this flight. Somebody else isn't gonna be able to make it. Girl, guy, I was a mess. So there's that. I'm just crossing stuff off the list as I'm mentioning. Oh, getting back to the health affidavit, the vaccine cards. Now, my whole family, we have been double vaccinated. We've been boosted. Well, my son has been vaccinated twice. He hasn't been boosted yet. But we've all been taken care of. We are up to date on everything. I am always the person, I am the keeper of all the things, all the important things. Like, people give them to me and I put them away in the place where I know I can find them because that's my job. Why couldn't I find my vaccination card? Why did I lose my vaccination card? Why have I still not found the original vaccination card? So this begins the journey of your girl slowly drifting into madness. This was why I was just like a basket case, because it's like, I am the keeper of all the things. Like, how am I losing something? I had to go to my husband and tell him that I lost the vaccination card when he is the person that's handing me things to keep, because your girl is the keeper of all things. Do you know how embarrassing that was? I felt like this small. So this was probably maybe 3 weeks before the trip, because your girl, I'm OCD about some stuff, so we're lining stuff up because we gotta make sure everything is right. So I ended up contacting this little mom and pop pharmacy, which was where I got my booster at, because I got the original shots at one of the CDC centers that, you know, everybody was going to in the beginning. So I went back to where I got my booster from. I explained to them what was going on. Thank God I took a picture of the original card. Do you know all they did was get another one of those little blank CDC cards out? She literally wrote the information from the picture, handed it back to me. It was over in like less than 5 minutes. Okay, we're checked in, we're relaxing at the airport. We got there way past, because for international, you have to be there 3 hours early, and it was a holiday weekend, so we were like there probably a good 3.5 hours early. We're checked in, we're chilling. I'm able to breathe now. Your girl can exhale. We get on the flight. This is a 4-hour flight, longest flight I have ever been on. Why was there a crying baby? And you know, I'm a mom. I get it. You know, anybody that's a parent, you have a different. Why is my child screaming? He's, if y'all can hear him, he's on the game, and it sounds like he's playing with somebody on another continent. He's just screaming and yelling. Sorry. Anyway, once you become a parent, you look at people with crying babies a whole lot more differently. So I'm going on the flight with grace because I'm like, okay, we've been there. I get it. This child cried pretty much the whole, I'd say a good 3/4 of the flight. Oh, and it gets better. They were in the next aisle. So there's 2 aisles of them. Grandma and Grandma, I think it was Grandpa and the toddler, because of course they had to have a toddler too. They were in the row directly next to me on the other side of the aisle. And then Mom, Dad, and the baby, the crying baby, were in the row exactly in front of them. So they're diagonal to me. This baby, I don't know if the baby was sick, the reason why it was so cranky, because I get it. The ascent into the air, the descent into the ground, ears popping, I get it. That's a horrible thing. A lot of adults can't even handle that. So, and I know with babies, it's rough. Been there, but I mean, throughout the whole flight, it was absolutely exhausting. Nobody could sleep. They did not do adult beverages in they did it on the plane, but it was only for first class. So my whole goal getting on this plane for this 4-hour flight, your girl was gonna have her a couple of drinky drinks and take her a nap. None of that happened because only first class got drinky drinks, and this baby cried the whole entire time. I was trying to drown the baby out with a movie. It still was not helping. Whole plane was annoyed. So there was all that. And I felt so bad at the end of the flight. It was probably like the last 20 minutes in, and the husband was sitting there like this. And the wife, you could see she was absolutely exhausted. And the wife was like leaning on her husband like this. Like she was completely exhausted. And I was looking at them and I felt horrible. But, and there were a couple of times I felt like getting up and was like, you know, is there anything I could do to help? You know, can I hold her? But nowadays people are so weird, and it's like you don't want to offend people. And like I said, I didn't know if the baby was sick. I didn't know what the condition was, because the parents obviously couldn't console this baby at some point. So I'm like, who am I to come along and be the baby whisperer and think I'm just gonna hold this baby and it's gonna be fine? So anyway, we get past that, we touch down. So we spent our first night in a hotel in town, because this resort was 2 hours away from downtown Panama. So once we got in, because it was kind of late, you know, it was like early evening when we got in. So we stayed at a hotel in town. We had dinner at a place. It was like an outdoor cafe. It was really, really cute. It was a very unique concept. It basically was, they turned a parking lot into this outdoor eating venue, and they had tables and umbrellas and everything, and it was basically in the middle of 5 different restaurants. So when they came to the table with the menus, they were like this whole display of menus, and we're like, the world is going on? So then that's when they explained that you could order from 5 different restaurants at the same time. It was good in theory until nobody ate at the same time. So if you ordered from, because you have 5 different places cooking 5 different things at the same time, so people weren't getting their drinks at the same time. People weren't eating at the same time. It ended up okay because we all kind of pinched off of each other's stuff until everybody else's food got there. But it was just it was different. So it turned out to be fun, but it was a very different experience. So it wasn't the whole presentation that we're used to of everybody being served at once. So we did that. Then we went to the hotel, checked in, and just kind of chilled out for the night. So the next day we rode to the resort. Like I said, 2-hour drive. The streets were, I don't want to say it was potholes. It was just very rough streets. So the people that we went with ordered a van so we could all fit in together. So there was a lot of bumpy rides, and traffic was like nothing I've ever seen. And remember, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is known for some bad traffic. LA is known for horrific traffic. Atlanta is known for horrific traffic. Panama traffic is on a whole nother level. So no one, or I won't say no one, but a lot of people do not abide by road rules. It's like every man, woman for themselves. So it was funny how who we went with, how he kind of snapped back into Panama mode when driving. And he said you have to drive aggressively and defensively at the same time. So let me give you an example. I am in the middle lane. So this is the lane that's going straight. The lane next to me, okay, let me put it this way. This lane that I'm in can either turn or it can go straight. The lane next to me can only go straight. And then there is a turn lane over here. So we have 3 lanes. Turn lane, my lane, which can either turn or go straight, and then the going straight lane. Why are people in this lane turning to turn? People in the far right lane are turning left. So they are turning in front of my lane. They are also turning in front of the people that are already positioned to turn. We saw this over and over and over again. There were a lot of near misses. There were a lot of bumper riding. I cannot stand when people ride my bumper. I can't stand to be in a car with people where they're riding bumpers, because I automatically think that person's going to slam on their brakes and we're going to be in an accident. That happened, well, not happened, but that was the fear in the car. Like the entire time we were on the road, I was like praying from destination to destination that we got there safely, thanking God that we got there, and praying during the next trip for the next destination. One day we got caught in a traffic jam. We're guessing there was an accident. You know, it's one of those things where when you finally get up on it, traffic clears, you don't see what happened to cause the traffic jam. We were stuck in traffic, sitting still pretty much for 2 whole hours. 2 hours. Just sitting. Just, you know, people turning off the cars, getting out the car, talking to each other, trying to figure out what's going on. And it's not like here, you know, here or, you know, in the U.S., there are places where you can kind of get off the road, turn on waves or whatever, find out another way to like get back on the freeway in a different point, or find a street way to go to just take the street to your destination. Oh no. So in my video, you heard the organizer of the trip, her husband, saying that what we gotta do it in one day, because we got, you know, this is taking 2 hours to get there. We did it 3 more times, as I said. So we went into town one day because the kids wanted to go shopping. So the mall that we went to was huge. So we took the kids shopping at the mall. I did a little shopping. They had like this great discount store, which leads me to say we packed way too many clothes. We came back with clothes we hadn't even wore. So we know now to pack lightly and, you know, be able to get more stuff in the suitcase and be able to, because one day I did wear something that I bought while I was there. So I want to be able to do that next time as well. So yeah, they had, it was like a discount store, but the prices were like, um, why am I forgetting the word? They were like thrift store prices, like beyond thrift store prices. Absolutely amazing. There was a picture of me in a green romper. I think it was like $8 maybe. Like, it was super cheap. And there were things that were a few dollars cheaper than that. I picked up like some dresses, just a little one-piece dresses that you just throw over your head. They're like t-shirt dresses. I think one of them was like $5, and another one might have been like $4. Like, the shopping was stupendous. I was so mad that I didn't get more stuff. So anyway, we went to the mall one day. We went another day to take the kids back to the mall because they wanted to get these shoes, and of course they didn't end up finding. We went to a marina for dinner, so we got a lot of beautiful pictures there. Along the marina, there were people selling food. There were like these street vendors. One person was selling like slices of meat. I think it was some type of beef or something. It was stupendous. It had like this sauce on it. It was everything. My husband you saw the picture of him with a little mango slice. His whole trip, he loves mangoes, which I've said like ad nauseum on this channel. My husband was stationed in Panama when he was doing his time with the Marines. So he's been to Panama before. It was my first trip. So he fell in love with mangoes on his first trip to Panama. So the whole time he was just like, oh, I'm looking for these mangoes. I gotta have my mangoes, da 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 da. So he found the street vendors selling like this bag of sliced mangoes. So his whole trip was like complete after that. So we had the mangoes, they had the sliced meat. They did like these kind of like Kona ices, but of course from scratch. So they had like fresh pineapple, not pineapple, this coconut one that I had. Oh my God, it was like with fresh coconut milk from the coconuts, from the coconut trees. It was everything. So we did that. The third time we went back into town, we had to take, one of the kids had to go back to the airport because he had to start work earlier, so we had to take him back to the airport. And we just made a day of it while we were in town because, like you said, it's a 2-hour drive. So we're not just going to turn around and go back another 2 hours to the resort. So, I think that was the day we went to dinner at the marina and stuff. The second trip was, we went to the Panama Canal, which I showed you guys a video of that on my, during the movie. We did that, and we also did Panama Viejo, which is old Panama. So we toured the ruins, we went to the museum. That was really, really interesting and a great piece of history to find out. So we did that. So that was the second day. And then the third day was us taking one of the kids back to the airport and us just kind of hanging out. We saw relatives of our friends. Oh, that was so great. Okay, so the last day we went in town. Well, no. Was it the last day? It was the day we left the resort. That's what it was. So it was the day we left the resort to come back into town to stay at the hotel, which was near the airport. So we visited relatives of my friends. We visited an uncle of my friends, and we visited a cousin of the wife who was the organizer of the trip. So it was just such a great heartwarming thing, because you know how you go to people's houses and sometimes they look you up and down, they size you up, you know, and people can just be real weird and funky, especially bringing strangers into their home. None of that. So we went to the first house and we had ceviche, which I had showed you guys a picture. I wish I had got the presentation at the resort. The resort we stayed at, the organizer of the trip, her husband actually knew the chef. So as a personal favor to us, he presented us with this ceviche entree. If you guys have ever had ceviche, especially in another country where it's like super duper fresh, it is just like chef's kiss. It was a whole entire presentation. I had no idea it was coming because you know your girl would have been ready with the video. The chef brought it out with his staff. So by the time I knew what was going on, I was just able to get the presentation of the plates hitting the table. But they all came out at the same time. They had, I think it was like 3 platters of ceviche. And then they had homemade chips, and then they also had homemade tortilla chips. And everybody brought it out and presented it to the table. And I was just like, oh my God. It was everything. So they brought so much of it out, and we had already started eating, so we had no idea it was coming. They brought it out like middle ways the meal, and now we're like, oh my God, I'm full, but we need to eat this because it is everything and you do not want to offend. So we started eating it. We ended up, they allowed us to pack some or pack it up to go, since it was, you know, a special gift to us. So we were able to pack it up. We took it with us. So ceviche is preserved in the juice of like the limes and the fruits, the acidity from it. So it carries well, it preserves well. So we put it in the refrigerator like the night before. So then that next day when we went back into town to visit, that's what we took with us. So we went to the uncle's house, we took the ceviche with us, and you know, a lot of these places in Panama, they have like an outdoor area. It's like a sitting area. So you basically just walk straight through the house, head outside. They've got the sitting area, you know, a lot of times it's covered up. So we took our ceviche there to, you know, bring something to the host. Why did this man make us fresh pina coladas with fresh coconuts from the coconut tree? Stop it. I'm not even a pina colada fan like that, but I was like, okay, we're here. This is what he's making. This is like his specialty thing. He's known for making drinks. He's done that for a living. So this is his jam. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay. And it's fresh, like from the tree. Like he didn't literally pick that one from the tree. He had a little area where he had taken some from the tree already and they were inside, but he did chop one down from the tree for one of the kids because she wanted to see the fresh coconut juice. So this man literally went to his tree, plucked one out, got his machete out, cut it open, and got her a straw and was like, here you go. So she was able to sip off of the fresh coconut juice. So anyway, getting back to the drinky drink. So this man prepared this killer pina colada, fresh coconut juice. So I was just in awe. So we're sitting, we're drinking, we're talking, just having this good old time. Treated us just like we were part of the family and that he had already known us like forever and a day. And it was just the same way everywhere we went. We had visited like 3 households before we, headed to the hotel to get checked in and stuff. So we just spent the day going to visit people, eating, drinking, just having a good old time, just sitting back, relaxing. It was just absolutely wonderful. These people just rolled out the red carpet for us, and I was just in awe. And it reminded me of my parents are from the South, so I grew up with my parents, inviting people in and saying, hey, do you want something to eat? Do you want something to drink? There was like always something laying around, like a cake, snacks, some type of dessert, something that you could just offer people when they came in your home. I remember that growing up. I try to do it now. I mean, we don't have stuff just laying around to be eaten. Stuff doesn't keep like it used to, for one thing. But I will, when I remember, offer people and say, hey, do you want something to drink? We got water, juice, liquor, whatever. But that is the way that people used to do. And it just took me all the way back going there and just being treated like that and just having people welcome you and just like, this is what we have in our home. Would you like some? It's just like, oh my God. Speaking of drinks, now you guys know, your girl loves to have her beverage, a little drinky drink. We had plenty of that there. Oh my God. I have not drank so much, like, ever. Drinking started around 10:30-ish a.m. Yep, I said it. I mean, it's the resort life. It was the way of life down there. Drinking is not taken, I don't want to say not taken as seriously, but it's more of a celebratory thing there. It's more of, this is kind of what we do, as opposed to let me just drink to get drunk and just get blitzed out of my mind. Drinking there is more of a sit back, relax, throw one back type of thing. We're just chilling. We're enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying life. Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't just vacation mode. Just that's the way it is there. It's more of a celebration type of thing, a kick back and chill thing, instead of, I'm gonna knock these 3 strong drinks back and just get blown. So, their supermarket there, oh my God, liquor. It was like a liquor store in the supermarket. Your girl loves a beverage, so I was just like, oh. End caps in supermarket. Chivas Regal. Like, we're top shelf stuff. We're not talking about beer and wine and that's it. I mean, we've got Chivas Regal. We've got oh God, what else was it? I'm just thinking of like the end caps. Smirnoff isn't really top shelf. What am I thinking about? I can't remember. Now I'm drawing a blank. I'll put it in here if I can remember it. It's not really top shelf, but it's like super popular vodka. But it was just like everywhere, like aisles and aisles of liquor, and I was just like, oh my God. We went to the supermarket to like stock up on snacks and stuff we did it for the first night of the hotel and also the last night of the hotel as well. But I was just like, where in the tarnation am I at? And my husband was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, we haven't seen any liquor stores here. You don't need a liquor store because you could just go to the supermarket and get whatever you want. So back to the drinking at 10:30 a.m. So the drinks at the resort were watered down, which is fine with me because, your girl likes a drinky drink, but your girl sure don't like to get sloshed. And I have too much to do to be drunk and hung over a toilet or laying in bed half the day trying to recover from a hangover. Your girl don't have time for that here or on vacation. So I was happy the drinks are watered down. It was more like a just, like I said, kick back, chill, kick your heels up. People are swimming. They've got like walk-up bars in the swimming pool. People are in a swimming pool. Like, nobody is trying to get sloshed out of their minds around a swimming pool, fall down, crack their head on concrete. Ain't nobody trying to do that. The resort's not trying to have that happen either. So yes, the drinks were on the watered down side. It was enough to get you feeling good, but not enough to have you like hanging over a toilet. So your girl was here for that. I only saw one person the entire time, that whole week I was there, that was drunk. And we were on our way to dinner then when I saw him. So he might have been on his way to dinner to get himself right anyway. But that says a lot for a whole week. Okay, masking. Everyone was masked. So there you had to, like, we had to wear masks on the plane the whole entire flight, 4-hour flight with a mask on. You know, your girl's paranoid, so I was here for it. I was not mad. I was cool. The flight over, I sat. That was another thing. You had to pay extra to be able to sit with each other, so the seats weren't assigned. So going, I was separated. My son was sitting up front. Now he was sitting across from people that were on the flight with us that we went to Panama with. So he was cool. My husband, as you saw in the picture in the video, was like kind of cornered a couple of rows behind me. I sat with two teens, young teens, and they were masked the whole time. They were on their tablets, watching their movies, doing their thing. You know, they were cool. Everybody on the flight pretty much was, well, not pretty much, everybody was masked. So I only saw like one person take his mask down like a little bit more than I thought he should have. But for the most part, everybody was, you know, in accordance, and it was all good. Going there, now there, everyone still has to wear a mask in public establishments. So mall, stores, supermarket, put that mask on and keep it on. I didn't have a problem with it. I was like, fine, because I'm paranoid and scary. So I didn't want to get sick. I felt safe wearing my mask. I was not mad at it. So I was good. What else? Rainy season. That was somebody, a couple other people asked me how was the weather. Now, we were told that we were going during the rainy season. So I'm just like, oh my God, it's going to be raining the whole time. It was fine. It was a lot like Georgia, Florida weather, where you have these pop-up showers. It rains for a while, then it disappears. That's what it did there. While we were driving, we hit a little rain. We drove out of it. So it was very similar to my own weather, and I was happy about it. We did not get caught in any downpours whatsoever, like torrential downpours. None of that. So I guess we were just blessed on that account. Yeah, that's it. It was rainy season, rained a little bit. That was it. No torrential downpours. Thank the Lord. Bug bites. Okay, your girl ended up fine. I guess the planets aligned. I don't know how. I am the person, like, here, your girl's in the house. I don't go outside. We have a big old backyard that I am never in because we live around a bunch of trees, mosquitoes. I mean, yeah. So I was just like looking like, what is flying outside the window? Sorry. Prime example, what I'm just talking about. I am in the house. I do not go out. I'm just in the house like that. So I'm the person, if the door opens too wide, a mosquito gets in, I'm the person that's going to end up ate up. If I walk to the mailbox, I'm going to get a mosquito bite. If I'm standing outside talking to people, I'm going to get like something is like flying by. It looks like a dragonfly. I'm so sorry. Squirrel moments. It was just something big flying by. It must be a dragonfly. And now oh, it's dragonflies. Sorry, it's like 3 of them outside. What was I saying? I'm that person, if I'm standing outside talking to somebody, I'm going to get like 3 bites. So I went in knowing, oh my God, I'm probably going to get ate up. I was told before I went to get Skin So Soft, they have one that has an SPF in it. Just because we have melanin in our skin does not mean we do not get sunburned. So we have to put on lotion as well. So I had went and I picked that up, and that's what I put on every day. I had taken like little perfume samples so your girl could be smelling good and cute. Oh no, that had to go. I discovered the people that smelled cute had bees following them relentlessly. You know, your girl don't do bees either. So after day 1 of smelling cute, I was like, oh no. So I did not wear perfume again until I went to the airport. So anyway, I was using the Skin So Soft with SPF the whole time. And I got bites, but I guess I'm super disciplined about not scratching bites. I did maybe the pad a couple of times. I pretty much tried to ignore the bite. And I guess because I did that, I was fine. So I had like the little marks on me where you could see like some redness where there was a bite, but it did not itch. So I was happy. Now, other people were being ate up. We were using the same stuff. I have no idea why, but your girl lucked out. I guess the Panama bugs was like, her blood tastes funny. I don't know, but they left me alone. I got the bites, but no itch. I had 1 bite, and that was like the last day, and it was on my upper arm, and I think I scratched it, not realizing there was a bite. Other than that, I was fine. So, yeah, your girl won. Bug 0, your girl won. And lastly, last on the list is duty-free shopping. I forgot how fabulous it is. So, in the Panama airport, it was just I'm sorry, the dragonfly. Perfume shops. You know your girl loves some perfume. I was so hurt that I could not go in the perfume shops and shop because liquor was where we were going. So they have this brand. I will list it below. If you watched the video, you saw I got 2 bottles of it. They had, it's actually like the rum of Panama. And it's like in all the hotels and stuff like that. So it's like the fancy frou-frou. When they would go, previously, they would always bring me back a bottle. And I was very appreciative. And it tastes so good, you could just drink it straight. Like just pour it in a glass and just go to town. So they had it. It was 2 bottles for $27. And no, wait a minute, it was 2 for $20, 3 for $27. And they had an añejo, which is the dark one, and then they had the regular, which is the clear or the amber, light amber colored one. So I got 1 of each. I got the dark and I got the light. Because I had the light before, I never got the dark. So I was like, I'm going to get the añejo, which is a dark as well. So, and these bottles are big. They were not little bottles. So the price point was just amazing. So I'm standing in line because you have to check it in, check the liquor or your duty-free items in, and then they hand it back to you once you get ready to check in on the plane. So once they check you in, before you walk into that little covered thing to actually get to the plane, the person is there with your items and they physically, you know, check your stub and then hand you the stuff. So the person in front of me had 3 bottles. And I was just like, dang, that was such a good deal. Because it basically turned out to be $9 a bottle for this big A thing of top shelf liquor. I was just like, God, I should have got that. But the 2 bottles were heavy. But I know going back, I'm just going to get whatever the best deal is, I'm getting it. And Yeah, because that was such a bargain. And like I said, I did not go and look at any perfume. And I kept thinking, I have so much perfume as it is. I do not need any more perfume. So that was why I just didn't go back and get any more perfume. But I'm sitting looking at the perfume now like, girl, you did not need any more perfume. But I'm going to have to check out the perfume next time as well, just so I can have something else to bring y'all to the channel. So that's it, guys. That is my trip in a nutshell. Had a fabulous time. I was just telling my husband this morning, and the person that organized the trip, I sent her a text. It was just like toward the end of the trip, I was ready to come home, but now that I'm home, I'm ready to go back. It is such an amazing feeling to just be able to just kick back and relax and just listen to nature, see butterflies. It's like you don't even see butterflies here in the U.S. like that anymore. And just watch nature, listen to nature, kick back, not worry about anything. Just chill all the way out. It was such a beautiful feeling, and like I said, I had not been on a vacation in a long time. I plan to do this more often. Like I said, I'm ready to become a travel vlogger now. Like, that needs to be my new career because I had so much fun. I needed to do, like I said, that was just a snippet. I really needed to do more and, you know, talk to you guys more and all that, but I was really trying not to look too touristy. So that was kind of the reason I didn't do as much vlogging as I should have looking back, but I had the best time. So thanks, guys, for all the questions and, you know, interest and well wishes and welcoming back. Had a great time. So if you guys have any more questions, you know, comment below. I'm an open book. You know, you guys can ask me anything. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.